So today was a really amazing day. I got to spend an entire afternoon in San Francisco, and I feel like it was one of those opportunities where the world reaches out to you and they offer you a new friend and a new opportunity and a new experience, and if you accept it and you walk that path that day, you will just have the entire world at your fingertips. I got to travel with someone very cool today, and she invited me on her journey, and I thought, I don't know this woman, but it's a really, that's what I would do. If I was her, I would be doing the exact same thing, so why wouldn't I go with her? Of course I will. So come to find out, I got to spend the entire day with, and I'll use the analogy of my favorite aunt without even knowing it was my favorite aunt until the day was over. But she's not my aunt. She's just this really cool chick that I was lucky enough to get this great connection with. So we get to the hotel, and we're going to grab a cab, she tells me, to meet back in the lobby at about 20 minutes. Okay, sure. So I come down, and we actually have a town car, which is kind of cool. You know, we're in San Francisco, we're at the Marriott, it's great. We get in this town car, and swoosh, we go down to the wharf. Once we get to the wharf, she's taking me to all her favorite places, which is amazing, because I do the same thing. I'm like, oh, you got to check this out. We got to have a drink here. We got to go eat here. Best thing ever. So we end up spending the entire afternoon, and we're chit-chatting, and we're talking, and good stuff. Good life stuff. And these are the days when you realize how good your life is, no matter what, all the bad stuff, all the negative stuff, everything that has happened in the past. When you live in the moment, life is so good, life is so rich, life is so amazing if you just stop for a minute to breathe it in. I was so tired at the end of the day because I've been up since probably, 3 o'clock in the morning. Worked all day. We had an 11-hour day today, an 11-hour day, super long. But it didn't matter. I was not going to miss this experience. I was not going to miss a day in San Francisco. I was not going to miss an opportunity to connect with somebody very cool who actually wanted to spend time with me. Awesome. So, that being said, I probably had one of the best cocktails I've had in a long time on one of the most simple patios ever, just made out of wood, right on the pier that overlooks Alcatraz, and had the best conversation and got to people watch as the sun set. What a great experience. Then I got to walk around, check out parts of the wharf that I'd never seen before, and get to see some shops and carousels and small children and tourists hanging out, which is cool. Got to see some seals. I'll drop some pictures on that too, because seals like to bark very loudly. It's interesting. And then I got to eat at this really amazing restaurant and have the best bowl of soup I think I've ever had. It was crab and corn bisque in a sourdough bread bowl. So delicious. So good. Probably the best bowl of soup I've ever had, remarkably. And I got to talk about living in Europe for a while, which was awesome. And I got to hear tales from someone else who's lived in Europe for a while. I don't know that I've ever had a more interesting conversation with someone I don't know, including the waiter, who actually told us all about his Halloween excursions over the past couple years, and a very interesting dude. And he gave us a couple loaves of bread to take with us, which I thought, what am I doing with this big ass loaf of bread on the plane tomorrow? Maybe I will pass out little pieces of pain in the morning. No, I won't. But it was very generous of him and very gracious, and it makes me very excited that people are out there still connecting with each other and taking the time to get to know people, even if it's just over the course of a meal or a drink or baseball game, World Series. Go Cardinals.